The Samisch opening, where you have d4, knight f6, c4, g6, f3, can be a difficult opening to face for Grunfeld and King's Indian players. In a previous video, I outlined a system that was pioneered by Fabiano Caruana for successfully combating this opening and getting a lot of double-edged play. And I've used this system quite successfully against master level players. In that video, which I really recommend checking out before watching this one because I explained the plans and ideas behind the opening, I showed a game in that video that I played to easily defeat Rochelle Wu, a very strong 2300 prodigy. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I use this opening to also defeat Shiraj, who at the time was 2100, now is the national master, a very strong player. This was a 25-minute game, I should say, but this shows exactly the kind of play that you can get with black in this opening if white is not careful. So this opening really, even though objectively it's fine, this really is an opening to play for a double-edged game and try to play for a win. So we have d5, cd5, knight d5, e4, knight goes back, knight c3, bishop g7, bishop e3, castle, queen d2, e5, d5, c6, h4. White is trying to attack on the king side. We're trying to break in the center, knight a6, and the point of this move is to try to go to b4 and target this d5 pawn. When your opponent attacks on one side of the board, you should try to attack in the center, and vice versa. So, okay, h5, knight b4. So far, this is all pretty normal. However, in this position, white played a move that looks very natural, but is actually quite bad if you consider the plans in the position. And this move is bishop c5. So you might ask, why is this move bad? Because this move is a double attack, hitting the rook and also the knight. So it looks like white is simply going to win material. And actually that's true. But as I explained in the previous video, white's dark squares are very weak. They're like Swiss cheese. And so white needs this dark squared bishop to defend those squares. And so once white gives up this bishop, as happened in the game, now black is already quite a bit better because these dark squares are going to be really difficult to defend, and our dark squared bishop is just going to wreak havoc. Already we're threatening bishop b4 with a pin to simply win the queen. And this is a strategic mistake that, as you see in this game, even a 2100 player, very strong player, made this mistake and just got a much worse position right away. So let's see how the game continues. White castles long, and this move is already, it's completely lost. This is -7. So, okay, you do have to remember this is a rapid game. Probably in a classical game, he would have played a bit better. But probably white should have played a3, just stopping bishop b4, bishop e6 maybe, takes, bishop c4, and we just have some kind of normal position. This is slightly better for black. White should be okay. But after castle, now white is just completely lost because bishop f5, we're threatening rook c8, and okay, really almost anything is winning here for black. Rook c8 is also completely winning. I played bishop b4, objectively the best move. Okay, queen h6, and now this very nice move, knight c3 check, and already this is just forced checkmate. Bishop a3, I'm proud of making this move. Of course I could have played more prosaically with rook c2, and this also is going to lead to mate in a couple moves, something like this, but bishop a3 actually mates even faster and looks prettier. Of course, the point is that if king c3, queen d4, king d2, bishop b4, king c1, and now we could mate with queen c3 or queen a1. And in the game, we had king a1, now rook c1, another sacrifice takes queen d4, and white is just mated. So, okay, this castling right into a very bad position with a very strong attack. That's probably not really going to happen, but the instructive thing in this game is that White made this huge strategic mistake with bishop c5 to give up this key dark squared bishop, and this dark squared bishop for white is worth more than our rook, so we should be very glad to sacrifice it. And this is the exact same mistake that Rochelle Wu made against me, that that you can see in that video how I took advantage of that, and she got a lost position very, very quickly. So if even masters are playing like this, I think against low-rated players, you should be able to score quite a few wins with this opening. So if you like this video, like and subscribe. If you have any questions about the opening or anything, leave them in the comments, and I'll see you in future videos.